What's going on, YouTube? It's the Crypto Weirdo here. Wanted to tell you more about this CBD oil opportunity that I talked about a couple weeks ago. I don't like to edit video, so I'm sure you're going to see some mess ups, but it's going to be all in one take. So just bear with me if I slip up or lose my train of thought or whatnot. All right, just going to do one of my one take videos. It's probably going to be about 10, maybe up to 20 minutes. If you have any questions, please get to me. I would love to discuss it with you. So, I'll get you my Twitter link at the bottom of the page, or you can also get the link to the page if you want to order something. So, I just want to go over with you everything I know about Zilis, why I believe in the product, the people, the company, and move forward. So you know what I feel about CBD oil if you watched my last video. So we're just going to jump right into what's going on over here and why it's better. All right, the company. This is the founders, Steven and Angie Thompson. All right, full disclosure, I absolutely know Steven from before Zilis. I didn't know that he was involved in Zilis or health and wellness or anything over the 2 years that I've actually known him. I actually found out he was the founder of this company after I looked into the company to find out more about it. So that was pretty cool. He's not your salesman, check it out, you need to do this, this is what I do, look into it. He's not just trying to put it out there. I came by this company organically, and it just so happens that I knew Steven. So that's, I think that's pretty cool and a testament to who they are. So, real quick, there you go, the video. Real quick, founded 2015. Reason it was founded, Steven went to Haiti. In Haiti, it just weighed really heavy on his heart when he noticed that, the problems that just came from malnutrition. That's like, I think, the #1 problem in the world regards to health problem is malnutrition. So he wanted to do something about it. So that's kind of why Zilis is known as the pay it forward company. They pay it forward in ways that you don't necessarily see when you're just looking at products, right? So every product sold, money goes towards buying prenatal vitamins for expectant mothers, as well as vitamins for toddlers and children, or kids. So that weighed on his heart, and he kind of bridged the gap between a company and a charity, and he made Zilis. It was founded in 2015. Expert leadership, well, that's because he's been in the business of health and wellness for 2 decades. So I guess he's probably going into his 3rd decade now. Explosive growth. You're watching this because you've heard of CBD oil more than likely. That's because it's grown so much recently. And then as far as a specific company, it's been featured nationwide. You see where. I want to jump right into why why CBD oil is effective, and why ours specifically is more effective than all. I was going to say most, but I guess all. First of all, CBD oil is effective because you have an ECS. ECS is endocannabinoid system. These receptors are in your entire body, so all your major body systems have cannabinoid receptors. The ECS was recently discovered in the mid-1990s. It was a medical breakthrough when they found out about it. It impacts, like I said, the entire body. The endocannabinoid system is the engine of homeostasis and balance within the body, and it's fueled by cannabinoids. So if you want to go get performance gas, you got to go get Ultra Cell. All right. So you got unleaded, mid-grade, and super performance. Performance car needs a performance fuel, and this is the performance fuel for the endocannabinoid system. All right. The reason why is because it's full spectrum. Full spectrum means they didn't just take a cannabinoid isolate and get pure CBD oil and nothing else. They actually took from the entire plant. So you get cannabinoids, terpenes, flavonoids, vitamins, minerals, omegas, and protein. That's Ultra Cell. It's a registered trademark. It's full spectrum hemp oil. It comes in 2 flavors, berry and lemon. It also comes in a topical. This topical is absolutely amazing. I know people that have arthritis and used it and it helps immediately. I know people that had allergic reactions and placed this on it, and it didn't even quit the itch. Quit the itch within 10 minutes or less. So amazing. It's more than CBD. It's full spectrum profile still. You have 400 active compounds and the entourage effect. That just means all of these do better working together as opposed to just by themselves. All right, so we're going to keep moving forward. This is the gold standard, and here's why. This is huge right here. Organically sourced hemp. Organically sourced is super important because hemp is a sponge and it will suck everything out of the ground. So if you go to your local tap water, take a sample, you're going to get samples back, and probably, I believe Flower Mound has prescription pills and stuff like it. Well, that's because it seeps through the ground. Bad stuff seeps into the ground. Hemp is like a filter. It absorbs it, and it can clean up the ground. So you can actually plant hemp in between your crops, clean up the ground, and then replant your crops in it. You'll have a better ground and better yield because of it, as far as quality goes. Our process of natural extraction, the superior formulation, which is a proprietary technology, all this means is it's awesome and it's patented, so nobody else has it. The other thing that's really cool, we could give this to our pets. So if you have a high anxiety dog, maybe he's got separation anxiety, you could give him a couple drops a day to kind of tone that down a bit, to help his endocannabinoid system within his own body assist in it, right? That's for pet friendly. Just note, not evaluated by the FDA, not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent from any disease. All this does is promotes balance within the body and lets your body take over naturally. So, got to get that out. Also got to tell you, I am considered an ambassador. I'm not a representative from Zilis. I'm not a corporate member. I am an ambassador. So, got that out of the way. Maybe a little late, but now you know. Technology behind our patented technology. It's exclusive to Zilis. Nobody else has it. It's patented. What's it do? Why is it awesome? Well, it makes oil water soluble. So it makes your cannabinoid oil water soluble. Well, why does that matter? Well, you have coating of oil is hydrophobic. You have coating of oil in your organs. Typically, when you take CBD oil, you ingest it. What happens is it gets down into your stomach. I believe it's the small intestine, and your bile starts breaking it down and helps it get into your body, right? Then you could do it sublingually, and a little bit more gets in it, but again, it's still an oil, and you don't absorb nearly as much. You absorb, if you ingest it, like 3%. If you sublingual regular CBD oil, you're going to get it to like maybe 10 to 20%. And if you vape it, maybe 25%, something like that. Well, here's the difference right here. Mayo Clinic study. Check it out. Independent study. We got absorption after 1 hour, 50 to looks like 67% roughly. After 3 hours, 80 to 90%. No longer are we talking about 3%, 5%, 10%, 80 to 90%. That's why the water soluble and the patented Zilis formula is so absolutely important. And don't forget the rapid onset. Like I said, when people rub in it, they're getting results in 10 minutes. They're starting to feel better. 1 hour, 50% absorption. And look at the bioavailability, all the way into 12 hours, still really, really high. Long lasting, where we talked about Dr. Derek De Silva. This is the Zilis Medical Advisory Board. This is the chairman. He's up in the Northeast. He actually has a talk radio show. He has a TV show. He's been one of the top rated doctors in New York Metro, top rated doctors in New Jersey. let's see, he is also on the JFK Medical um, teaching faculty at JFK Medical Center there. So definitely not a nobody. That being said, talking about pet friendly earlier, we have a Dr. Jarbo. She's a veterinarian, a neurologist, very, very qualified, and sits on the board of like the secretary of the Veterinary Neurologist Society, something like that. So just very impressive to have on your medical staff. I'm going to skip over this. We'll get back to that real quick. This is what I was talking about. Check that check out. That's $5 million of prenatal, 5 million days of prenatal vitamins that they've been able to give. 5 million days of prenatal vitamins. That's pay it forward company right there, taking care of those expectant mothers and the children around the world. And then also what's awesome locally is our Patriot program. It's Zilis's Veteran Initiative. It's getting CBD oil into those that come back from overseas, the veterans that are coming back that could use it, right? So that's just an awesome thing to do. I've talked to veterans that they're into also doing their own nonprofits. They talk about the change that they see in their veterans when they're taking the CBD oil. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to get back to this is a different product. So we're just going to go over it real quick. This is what's called a booster product. It works in conjunction of. If you have to have one, you got to get Ultra Cell. That's bar none. You have to get Ultra Cell. If you want something to boost its results, these are what's going to do that, right? They're self-explanatory pretty much. Dream, Ice, and Edge. This is for cognitive support and function, homeostasis support. So like it's kind of like an anti-inflammatory, and then Dream's going to help you sleep. It's got melatonin in it. First time you take this, make sure you probably have 8 to 10 hours of time to sleep. You don't have to get anywhere early in the morning. But after that, you'll be able to measure what's going to be best suited for you. So that's about the company. That's about the CBD oil. If you want to hang around and talk about the opportunity, I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to make it real simple. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. Look, if you get it because you think you need it and you want to try it, and you're hoping, God hoping that this helps your arthritis, your knee pain, and it assists in waking up earlier in the morning, waking up with more energy, going to bed. That's why I want you to get it. Just get a 7-day trial. I want you to document before you take it 5 days of how you feel, right? Document, my ankle hurts, it's hard to get out of bed, I have a hard time going to sleep, I wake up throughout the night, when I wake up I've got no energy, I'm kind of crabby. Chart that, make a diary, and then do the same thing for 7 days with the product, compare the two, and then 5 days after you have had it, if you're still curious on what it feels like. Because I'm willing to bet, like, you may not see those results immediately in the 7 days, but what's going to happen is days later you're going to realize, like, wait a second, I wasn't doing X, or I didn't feel Y, Like for me, 6 weeks later, I used to have like cramps every other day in my legs, and I had no idea. I didn't really pay attention or realize I had cramps maybe one day in the last 8 weeks. So that's why charting it will help you out.